The Andrew Lake Podcast.
Now in collaboration with Acid Quote Tees.
Feel the rhythm now. All connected.
And we are back at it again. Welcome back to the quote of the day, the acid quote of the day. This is Doster Andrew Lake, hoping you're fine, hoping you're well, giving a big good rise and shine to America, the US of A, Americas. Warm banana, warm feelings. This has got to be a boys quote for sure. You know what I always wanted to do? I wanted to do a whole episode, you and me, just us, 20 minutes, and yet the whole episode is just the hello and good vibes and the love. Yeah? Just the love. Love only, no ideas, nothing else. And I mean, we got the quote of the day, warm banana, warm feelings. I mean, I'm going to send you warm feelings anyway. It's a thing that you just want to do sometimes. You just feel like we don't have to talk about ideas. That's, strangely enough, an idea unto itself. Oh my goodness, there is just so much energy happening, so much buzzing, so much aliveness in this world. This day is pregnant. Warm banana, warm feelings. You know when you eat a banana and there's different stages of ripeness? And what I've been doing is I've been doing this thing where I get 3 or 4 bananas and I keep them in the car. And I keep them in the car because the car does warm up if the sun's on it, and that turns into a kind of climatized incubator, a kind of room, which means that when I eat the bananas, I have 1 per day. It's actually making me thirsty right now. I actually might need to go and get some bananas. Oh, taste of bananas. The thing is that when you do that, the ripening process happens as such. And I mean, you probably don't need to put it in your car to do this. Not that I'm making this a prescription or a suggestion, but by putting it in the car, the ripening process means that each day there's a more dramatic difference because the ripening process is quicker. But anyway, the thing is that if you eat a banana that's right on the edge of becoming too ripe, it's almost out of that range. It's late stage banana. It's second tier banana. We're talking yellow on the stage of spiral dynamics. Bananas are tier 2 stage yellow spiral dynamics consciousness. Oh my goodness, no one is going to get that reference. How is anyone going to understand this? Anyway, I eat a banana and I enjoy it very much when it's warm. Now, of course, this quote of the day, warm banana, warm feelings, means something very different. And I'm not going to explain what it means. We don't have to go into that. Meaning is up to you to deduce. I'm sure you can see easily enough what is going on with warm banana, warm feelings. And I mean, I guess you could perfectly fine wear this t-shirt as a girl. I mean, I'm sure the girls enjoy warm bananas just as much as the guys, right? It's a mutual experience. And if it's a warm banana, then, you know, it probably means things are going quite well. Probably means you're enjoying yourself, which is what I like to hear, which is what I like to wish upon the world. And I know there's a shadow. I mean, do we have to go into the shadow? I mean, if you're just pushing this thing of happiness and you're not contending with the shadow, then it does become this thing that is fake. Yeah, it's becoming this thing without the depth, without the realness to it. I can feel that in every word that I speak, in every time I come on here and I meet with you and I connect with you on this very conversation here that we're having right now, I know when that shadow is coming in. I know when that stuff is becoming too much, that it becomes impossible to say these things. And in those moments, I usually, stop and I don't say, have a good day. I'm not sending the love out to the world. Now, one of my facilitators explained this in this kind of way. She actually put it into the chakras. So through your physical body, you have the energetic chakras. And you know about this, you've seen this a million times, and this is old news, but we'll go over it again just to sort of talk about something and just to have fun with it. So there's the base chakra right near your flower or your banana, if you're a guy. And then you've got your sacral center and then your solar plexus. So the sacral center is lower and the solar plexus is just below the heart. Then you've got the heart center. Then you've got the throat chakra, which you can probably sense in me right now because I'm talking so much. And then you've got your third eye, and then you've got your crown chakra. So it's this line through the body, and there's different levels to it, these different centers of energy, through the line, through the center. You can sense them, you can feel them within you. And my facilitator said, it's like this. You start at the bottom, and each energy that becomes harmonious then allows you to move up to the next one. And you really don't get to the one where you're putting out to the world and you're saying, have a good day, sending love out to the world, until you get to about around the solar plexus. So if there's harmony in your base chakra, which is the lowest one, and there's harmony in your guts, which is where all your food is and where all your fire is, and there's harmony in your sacral center, from there down is all yours. It's all the things that you have to contend with. And it's all the harmony that is for you. It's all the goodness that is for you. You don't share that with the world. You don't put it out. You enjoy it. It's yours. And then around about the solar plexus, which is right in the middle of your chest where your rib cage centers, just below your heart center, then that is yours and it starts to overflow out to the world. Now, of course, you still have what's in the solar plexus. What goes out to the world is still yours. Remember that old saying of what you give comes back to you and what you keep you do not have, something like that? Well, this is the same idea. From there, you have the heart center. Now, of course, the heart center is very much a overflowing. It is very much out to the world. And then, of course, by the time you get to the throat chakra, well, that's even more outwards. That's even more a giving. And the trick with the throat chakra, with speech, is to actually see what is being kept as you. Imagine talking to yourself. People don't realize that they are talking to themselves. But if you imagine talking to yourself, you see how much of this stuff that you're speaking is actually your giving out of trying to get rid of what's within you. And it's also very much a reflection of the mind, which is even more trying to get away. And of course, all of this is not an exact arc. If we were to draw this as a spiral, it wouldn't be an exact line, because a lot of these arcs, they turn full circle. The thing about a spiral is that it's circular and circles do repeat. And yet, with this thing of putting out to the world, you have to have a certain amount that is in on yourself. You have to have yourself taken care of. And when you don't, when that harmony unravels, when that harmony becomes discordant, then you might still be in the habit of saying, oh, have a good day. Have a good time. I wish you well. I love you. How often do we say the words, I love you, but we don't really mean it? That's two things that you're getting wrong, which is that, first of all, you should not say it, which is correct, but then not forget about it, because it is that you should be saying it and meaning it which means that you should be doing what you can to bring love back into your being. And it's not really fair for me to preach. It's not fair for me to even give a formula for any of this or to give any idea exactly how you can do this, because we're talking about such a complex thing, such a vast thing. We're talking about love. We're talking about life. We're talking about harmony. And in a sense, this thing of the base chakras, the lower energy becoming harmonious and gratifying is really the key to it. Yeah? It's really the simplification of this project. Now, I say that love is a path and it's a long journey and life has many ups and downs and there are lots of complexes to it. And that's correct. That's true. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. If you really look at how long life is, if you really look at all that you've experienced, it's a lot. You have done a lot of different things. How many new days have dawned upon you? And of course, as you keep walking the path and you become more aware and more conscious, it becomes even more grand, because you become more able to appreciate and experience more deeply each new dawn, each new day. And of course, I'm trying to get back to the point, which is that this whole thing of warm banana, warm feelings, is exactly this thing of simple harmony leads to good stuff. Harmony in the base chakra leads to happiness. It's as simple as saying, if you eat a tasty banana, then you will feel happy. There is something very beautiful in the simple pleasures. And the other side of that is that the big foundational harmony that you have, your core perspective, your outlook on life, when that's in harmony, you very much enjoy bananas. I remember being at the cafeteria once with a special friend of mine, and she was eating a banana, and she peels it out, and she simply says, "This is an amazing invention, isn't it?" And when she said that, it really resonated deeply. It really showed how much she knew of the simple pleasure, the simple happiness. It becomes something so profound, and it expresses itself so simply. It expresses itself in ways that are always new, always fresh, always alive, like a child. Now, of course, you can extend this even further and we can say, well, what about the other fruits? Yeah, do you like pineapple? Do you like beetroot? Do you like philelastropy? I'm sure you don't know what that is. I'm quite sure I don't even know what that is. And of course, fruits are very good inventions. I mean, we have to thank baby Jesus for the fruits. And I don't even know if it's his credit. I mean, give credit where credit is due means that when someone's done something good, don't give the credit to someone else. But also, if there's someone that's done something good, then you got to give the credit to someone if you don't know who's done it. Or is that too much of a stretch? A friend of mine, when we were at the cafe the other day, came up and said, "Oh, do you know who finished off the dishes?" And I go, No. What are you talking about? And he said, "Oh, we had this pile of dishes and someone just finished them, but I was doing something else." And I go, No, I don't know who it was. I didn't know. And anyway, he found out who it was. It was, who was it? Wolfie. Shout out to Wolfie. And he goes, "Oh, it was Wolfie. Oh, thanks, Wolfie." And so I went up to the guy and I said, "Oh, if you were just saying thanks, then I would have said that I did it. But I mean, this is the 48 laws of power, yeah? This is this pessimism of Robert Greene taking credit for other people's work. I mean, having people ascribe things to you, which is not yours, is very different to taking the credit of someone else's work. I mean, who invented the banana, really? It is a genius invention. But to say, warm banana, warm feelings, then that is to really go against this whole thing of the 48 laws of power and Robert Greene. Because that's a kind of scheming. That's a kind of pessimism. And I never really understood this so much until I actually heard Robert Greene speak. The thing is that I used to read his books. I've read The Art of Seduction and The 48 Laws of Power and Mastery, and there's some insight in there. There are some things to learn, and stimulating the mind intellectually is a part of the journey we're on anyway. So there's nothing wrong with reading a book. But what got me was that later on, after having read Robert Greene's books, I then heard him speak. I heard his voice, and I heard how much pessimism there was. And this is really disharmonious, because it's now that I'm speaking about him in a way that is disharmonious. I'm speaking about him in a way that is non-loving, and it's very hard for me to do that. It's very hard for me to bring that up. I don't even want to bring it up. This is why we have repressed emotion. This is why we don't have more love throughout the world and more harmony between each other. And it doesn't have to be something so serious. It doesn't have to be something so profound for it to be meaningful. And it really does take something as simple as sensing the chakras within. If I really pause for a moment, if I really listen to my solar plexus, or my heart center, or my base chakra, what's happening in my belly, I really feel that something beautiful wants to come out. And I can feel when it's sincere. I can feel when it's coming from somewhere that actually, it makes me speechless. You can't put words to it. This is where words break down, yeah? This is where the boundary crosses from that which is said to that which can't be said. And that is the beginning of beauty. That is the beginning of living in the infinite. So it turns out I did end up getting profound after all. Oh no! So I hope you're having a beautiful day. And on a less serious note, have fun. Eat some fruit. Enjoy your walk in the park. Maybe get a hot chocolate with almond milk, as I will be doing, and look at some trees, enjoy some nature, listen to the birdies singing, listen to you don't really listen to clouds, do you? Do clouds make noise? Not really. They make thunder when there's a thunderstorm. But anyway, I hope you're having a good day. Have a beautiful day. Have a good time. We're keeping the energy live here. We're keeping things bright. Head on over to the Etsy store. Get one of the Acid Quote tees. Acid Quote tees. You'll be supporting the little guy. My name is Doster Andrew Lake. We'll be back very soon again with more. We'll be back again with soon. The next episode will be coming up. Oh my goodness, warm banana, warm feelings. What's the next episode? I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Let's leave it a mystery until the next episode comes. See you then. Bye-bye. Have a good day. I send you love and peace and warm feelings. And I send you a banana. Bye-bye.